To figure out which rear end you have, take the tag. This tag will be on the rear differential on your truck. I have the Dana 80 rear end. Alright, I got the truck jacked up. Got my lug nuts off. These are 22 millimeter. First step is to remove the bolts which attach the axle shaft flange to the hub. These are the bolts right here. Alright, this just slid out for me. I just pulled on it. Haynes manual says sometimes you need to tap it with a rubber mallet. Okay, so for the Dana 80, you're going to want to use this. And you just slide this in like so. Okay, so mine came off with about 14 rotations. I just dropped it in my catch can right here. Okay, so I just removed the outer bearing. It was facing me like this, as you see here. For the brake caliper, it's a 22 millimeter, and I'm just using my ratchet with my breaker bar. I've got the bearings, seal, and races off of the hub assembly, so they're all right there. All right, I've got the inner race installed. Now for the bearing and seal, the outer bearing and seal. I've got the new bearing in there. It basically just drops in like so. And then this seal, you can see this kind of little lip, little seat. This just holds this thing in like that. Okay, so I put some more gear oil on the bearing and I coated the seal with some gear oil as well. I'm just gonna take it and drop it right here. I've got a seal driving kit right here. So I'm just gonna grab one that'll fit and then tap this thing in. And this sits on top of your seal and you tap it in. All right, we've got the inner race, inner bearing, and inner seal all set up. So now I'm gonna flip this over and do the outer race and then pop this back on. All right, got it seated on there. Just used the sledgehammer and the block of wood after I got it started. So now I'll put the outer bearing in there with some gear oil on it, and then I'll tighten down this nut. So this has a tang which lines up. I've got the torque wrench here. I've got it set to 60 foot-pounds. So the deal is you go 60 foot-pounds, then you back off 1/8 of a turn. There we go. All right, so these get torqued down to I think 98 foot-pounds. All right, so I've got these wheels back on.